this?
Yeah, a little arrow there.
Good. All right, so there's our mother, and she's got a couple of shells, and we know we've been messing with the atmosphere, but this is going to be kind of dark at the beginning, but I will want to bring to your attention that we did create 2 ozone holes, and we figured out what happened, and we reacted to that, and we reversed that. We did some restoration with that. But some of the other things we're going in a bad direction, but when we mess with the atmosphere, we're messing with the wind. And when the wind meets the hydrosphere, so now we have reactions with that, and we have changes in all kinds of currents, and that impacts the land in various ways, and all those things that live on the land. And we're learning now that we have to adapt to all those things to survive. This way. I got it now, I think. I have an advanced degree from Stevens Points. Whoa. All right. So I borrowed some of these, and just the story is that weather is changing, and some of it is slow, but the extremes are getting more extreme. And so we have chaos. That's kind of the theme where we are in 25 and moving forward. So we have chaos with our climates. Oh, this is not easy to steer. So it's just a USGS flow model. This is down from Algonquin. It's all connected, right? But the dotted lines are the 15-year average, and the blue line was last year, December to December. And so last year we had the lowest flows in the last 15 years, but we also had the largest flow in the last 15 years. So I'm just trying to point out extremes. Come on. Whoa. Oh, that was supposed to, I wanted to save that. All right, so some of you maybe recognize the swimming bears from Waukesha in Barstow Park. So in mid-August, Wisconsin set a state record. Yeah, most rainfall in a 24-hour period, and that was like instant flood after drought conditions. And we can go on and on about what happens with all that, but I'm not. And so that's the planet story. So we have chaos to deal with that, and then we got more chaos. And this touched all of us, but I'll try and stay within the watershed boundaries here and just talk about our watershed. But from, especially on the federal level, there were severe cuts. And we lost stuff that, I don't want to be too dark, but that maybe we're never going to get back. Interruptions in research, people took retirement, like the most experienced, those of us that are silver-haired, like think experience is valuable, and sharing, etc. So we lost a lot. And in some cases, we're having a hard time rebuilding. This is just one agency. Others are worse. I just learned last week the NRCS was a 30% staff cut. So when that happens to you, what do? Well, woo. Sorry about that. So that chaos like bled into us professionally, but also personally. And so we're trying to deal with all these different things that are going on, and really end result, I'll speak for myself professionally and personally, is we're feeling kind of hopeless. Like there's a beat down in a lot of different ways. So we used to rely on the democratic knew we could rely on the democratic process. That's been a problem. We hope we can rely on the courts. That's been a bit of a problem, but all this takes so much time while negative things are going on. And then that's a photo from the inauguration day, and that's Bishop Mary Ann there. And she did not say this on inauguration day, but here's the message. So we have what we have. So what do we do about it? So what's important is how we respond to what's going on. And I would like to turn the channel a little bit and have us think about planting seeds of hope. So how can we get some good from where we are right now? It's getting happier now. Ready? All right, so what can we do? We can do the best we can, where we can, what we're still doing, and on various levels. And in this room, where some people are agency people, some are municipal government, some of us nonprofits, businesses, et cetera. So wherever we can, but in some cases, with all these cuts, we have to figure out what can't we do anymore, where do we shave things, but maybe how can we do it differently? So can we maybe combine programs that we have? And I just heard about this, thing trying to figure out how to like preserve soil or protect from soil erosion. Well, we want some cover crops. Well, how do we pay for the cover crops? Oh, maybe we can use a butterfly habitat program. So it's necessary for us to be resourceful and for us to, whoa, buddy up. And so how can we bring different groups together and pull those niches together? And there is still funding hiding out there, and I'm going to try and highlight that a little bit. But to me, the key is to collaborate and celebrate what we're doing and keep our spirits up. Um, so, speaking of celebrating, we got the rainfall record and we got the water speed record as well this year. And so those guys are coming up shortly. So I won't dwell on that, but that's fun. And down in the middle of the watershed, we have the Fox River Study Group, who's been working on addressing impairments. And Wisconsin has moved forward, and they have new standards, and it was very interesting to me to learn. Why would rivers be different than smaller streams? And you're going to hear that story later too. But that's something to celebrate. And I know that's fine print, but this is just showing grants that were awarded for mainly for land purchase. And if you don't own it, you can't protect it generally. So there are funds out there. And that's Representative Snyder in Lake County. And this is our National Wildlife Refuge. And Congressman Lauren Underwood came with her nearly a $1 million check for the stream restoration work. We're going to hear more about that today. So, it's my favorite Lorax. So, at any rate, so we have climate chaos, we got political chaos. How am I doing for time? Plenty of time? Okay. So how do we deal with that chaos? So going back to the bishop, the question is, how should we be responding, or how can we respond? And so, so excited for us to be thinking like a watershed. And I can't wait to win that cribbage board as well. Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, but a raffle prize is a cribbage board with the watershed carved in it, and it's really unique. It's cool, but I'm gonna win today, or my friend Art's gonna win again, and he's gonna give it to me. Oh, okay. Winner need be present. Okay, for that. So, you're going to hear about the water trail and our organization, Friends of the Fox River. Our jurisdiction is the entire watershed, and we have to be thinking about working as a watershed. and figure out what are the different ways that we can do that. And you're probably wondering, like, what can we do for that, right? Well, you all can participate in It's Our Fox River Day again. So you'll find a business card on your table and just tells you a little bit about it. It's a teeny weeny advertisement. And on the back side of there is a QR code. So you could exercise your work right now to hit the QR code. And you could sign up as a host for It's Our Fox River Day this year. So the summit is always our kickoff for that event. And so the map there is showing you from last year. So all the icons are different events, and when you click on those icons, you'll see a bar, and it will list all the events so far that are there alphabetically, geographically, and by category. And most of them are cleanups, and there were 16 different cleanups, but I have plus 21 on there. If you take the town of Burlington, Burlington did one cleanup, but it was at 14 different sites. St. Charles, same thing, one kickoff, but they're at 9 different sites down there. So cleanups are kind of the standard and the easy thing, but the purpose of the program is to celebrate our connection to the watershed and raise awareness. And so this is an opportunity for maybe your faith organization to gather your brothers and sisters and do something relative to the watershed to build that awareness. So if we can get 1 million people to see the watershed that it's theirs, then we really have a strong force. So there were proclamations, and so I think we added Waterford this last year. And we even in Illinois had a state proclamation for It's Our Fox River Day. There were several tours, and 2 of these were in the ag community about demonstration sites, and you could pair up with other events. So, like our friends at Port Barrington, they do Riverfest every year, but we tie that in with It's Our Fox River Day. So, Friends of the Fox wants to serve as the hub for the event, but it does not happen without partnerships and people doing their events. So, like just with this room, we could have 100 different events planned already today, and we're offering, if you sign up today by lunchtime, and it's just an idea, you can edit your event, but if you sign up today with that QR code, you will be entered into the raffle for the brand new swag Friends of the Fox River hat. If you hit the QR code, you dream up what you're going to do, a highway cleanup, maybe you're into art and you're going to bring people down to the river and teach them how to do watercolor down there or use river water for your watercolors. The sky's the limit. It's only limited by your creativity, but a great way to advertise your business. And we do have a business support program. So if you want to do some kind of special deal, like maybe Illinois Lake Management will do a demonstration and they'll harvest some milfoil or something for that. And we'd love to have you come by the table and talk to us about ideas. So there's just some ideas of what you can do, and got to give kudos to my hometown. Had 6 different events last year, and a shout out to service organizations. They are huge with partnerships with us, and there were 5 last year that participated. And the wildest one was Jake Schmidt's Exotic Pet Give Back. So we could keep the goldfish out of the water systems. So we hope you will consider that. Come on now. There's the map. Where's your icon? Come on now. QR code. Start thinking creative. We got Patricia in the audience. We're going to have our first a dog event this year. Oh yeah. What do you got for your business, your group? If you like to fish, how about just gathering some people out and go fishing? Teach some new people how to fish. How about having a flotilla? Just encouraging you to think about what you can do and join us, and we'll advertise it. We'll handle registration for you, the umbrella insurance, help you along any way we can, but we just can't promise to be in 160 places on the same day. All right, what do you think? Hell yeah, let's go. It's our Fox River Day. All right, that's it.